Can you please stand up for recognition? Dr. Ignacio, the President of the Spanish Committee on Large Dams. Mr. Martin, Dr. Martin, who is head of the seismological part of the International Commission on Large Dams. We have the head of the World Bank Water Resources Group. Is he here? Can you please stand up? Yes, sir. We are very pleased because he heads the Water Resources Group of the World Bank and he is in charge of water resources projects for all over India. And we have Dr. Elgon, please, Chairman Elangon, Kerala State Electricity Board. He's with us. They are one of our major sponsors. There are so many others. We have the Chairman or President of the Australian Water Partnership. So can you please stand up? It is for the first time that so many experts in water sector have come to India, and I hope we'll benefit from their presence here and during this conference. We have a lot of technology partners also with us today. No science is complete without linkages with industry. And we are very happy that for this we have an exhibition, and there are companies within India and outside India who've taken all the trouble to come to India and have this conference and have basically take part in this conference. All this conference would not have been possible without solid and robust planning, coordination and funding. I largely like to basically acknowledge the role played by DRIP team in CPU, DRIP team in CWC. Mr. Pramod is here. Can you call him? Is his team here? Yes, team is very busy because they've got so many things to do. And we are really thankful for having such a great team within CWC, which not only takes care of dam safety in India, but also takes care of such functions like this. Functions like this take a lot of planning. Because I remember Pramod had told me about a year back that kindly a round of applause for Pramod Narayan. So this would not have been possible without his leadership, and he's got a very dedicated team of young officers who keep running around, and basically this is to acknowledge their role also. It would not have been possible, and I hope all of you are comfortable and you continue to enjoy this conference. Thank you. I think our Minister of State is on the way and we'll take it out from there. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Honorable Union Minister here. Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Water Resources, Government of India. Namaskaram and Suswagatam. A warm welcome to all the dignitaries and delegates present here to attend the International Dam Safety Conference 2018, which is being organized by the Central Water Commission, Kerala Water Resources Department, Kerala State Electricity Board, National Institute of Technology, Calicut, and the College of Engineering, Trivandrum, in God's own country, Kerala, a state endowed with abundant natural beauty, water resources, and a rich cultural diversity. Let's now start the proceedings of the conference by inviting the dignitaries to the dais. Before that, I'd request all of you to kindly switch your mobile phones to silent mode to ensure ourselves a better listening experience. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal, Minister of State for Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Government of India. He earlier served as IAS officer before getting elected to the 15th Lok Sabha in 2009. He was very active as a member of various consultative and parliamentary committees like External Affairs, Defense, Science and Technology, Environment and Forest and Law and Justice. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome the Honorable Minister, Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal, to the dais. Let's invite him to the dais. The Honorable Minister from Government of Kerala, Shri M. Mani, will be joining us in a short while from now. Welcome, sir. I now invite Shri S. Masood Hussain, Chairman of the Central Water Commission. He has over 31 years of all-round experience in water resources sector involving resource assessment, project planning, design, execution, safety assurance, fund management, etc. Earlier, he was the Director General of National Water Development Agency, responsible for planning, design and implementation of the interlinking of rivers. Ladies and gentlemen, Shri S. Masood Hussain. I have great pleasure in inviting Professor Dr. Anton J. Slice, President International Commission on Large Dams, ICOLD. He worked as the head of the Hydraulic Structures section in the Hydropower Department of Electrowatt Engineering Limited and was involved in the design of many hydropower projects around the world as an expert on hydraulic engineering and underground waterways. In 1997, he was nominated professor and became director of the Laboratory of Hydraulic Constructions of Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, Lausanne. He is also involved as an international expert in several dam and hydropower plant projects all over the world, as well as flood protection projects mainly in Switzerland. From 2006 to 2012, he was director of the Civil Engineering Department of EPFL. He is also the former chairman of the Swiss Committee of Dams and of the Swiss Committee of Flood Protection. Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Dr. Anton J. Slice. Welcome, sir. Now I would like to invite Mr. Satoru Uda, Lead Dam Specialist, World Bank, Washington, USA. He is the corporate focal point of the Dam Safety Safeguard Policy of World Bank and technical advisor for water resources and hydropower projects involving large dams. He joined the World Bank in 1998 and has been providing technical support for more than 60 projects involving construction of new dams and rehabilitation of existing dams for nearly 50 countries in the world. Prior to joining the World Bank in 1998, he was involved in designing and supervising multi-purpose dam projects and safety review of more than 30 dams in Japan. I would now like to invite Dr. K. Ilangovan, IAS, Chairman and Managing Director, Kerala State Electricity Board and Principal Secretary, Government of Kerala. He is an orthopedic surgeon by training. He has held several key positions including Managing Director, Kerafit, Managing Director of Kerala Tourism Development Corporation, Deputy Chairman, Chennai Port Trust, Executive Director of Council for Leather Exports, Councillor Community Affairs in the Embassy of India, Abu Dhabi, UAE, etc. He has also served as Secretary to the government in departments such as Transport, General Education and Health and Family Welfare. Dr. Ilangovan is a recipient of Gold Medal from the Lal Bahadur Shastri National Academy of Administration. I have great pleasure in inviting Shri Sanjay Kundu, the Joint Secretary in the Ministry of Water Resources, Government of India. Sir just spoke to us. He holds an advanced degree in public policy from University of Minnesota, USA. He is the chairman of the Brahmaputra Board and chairman and managing director of National Project Construction Company Limited and Director General of National Water Development Agency. He also worked with United Nations as Deputy Commissioner, which gave him rich experience in nation building in conflict and post-conflict countries. He has been awarded the President of India Police Medal for Gallantry, Meritorious Service and Distinguished Services. He is also recipient of UN medals. Now I would like to invite Dr. Nicholas Schofield, the Chief Executive Officer of Australian Water Partnership. He has over 35 years of experience in water and natural resource management sector. He has developed national policies and pioneered methods in research prioritization, evaluation and future analysis. Nick was formerly director of the Global Water Institute at the University of New South Wales, CEO of International River Foundation and CEO of Western Australian Ministerial Water Resources Council. Welcome, sir. Once again, a hearty welcome to all the dignitaries on the dais. The Honorable Minister from Kerala will be joining us in a couple of minutes from now. Let's now start the function with an invocation. This will be presented by the MBS Youth Choir Group. May I request all the delegates to kindly stand up for the invocation. Thank you. Lighting of the ceremonial lamp marks the auspicious beginning of an occasion. And there cannot be a better way to inaugurate a function of this stature than by lighting the lamp. I would now request the dignitaries on the dais to light the ceremonial lamp to signify the start of the program. The Honorable Union Minister and other dignitaries on the dais may please join our chief guest in lighting the ceremonial lamp. The ceremonial lamp has been lit. Thank you, gentlemen. Let me now invite Dr. K. Ilangovan, IAS, to formally welcome the dignitaries and the august audience.
Honorable Union Minister of State, Ministry of Water Resources, Government of India, Sri S. Masood Hussain, Chairman of Central Water Commission, and other distinguished delegates, guests on the dais and in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. It gives me immense pleasure today to be here and deliver a welcome address. As you all know, this is the first International Dam Safety Conference, and we are very proud that this is taking place in our own state of Kerala. The International Dam Safety Conference is jointly organized by Central Water Commission, the Kerala Water Resources Department, Kerala State Electricity Board, National Institute of Technology, Calicut, and the College of Engineering, Trivandrum, for 2 days beginning today. This conference is the fourth in the series, being organized under the aegis of ongoing DRIP program. Central Water Commission is managing DRIP with the financial assistance from the World Bank to rehabilitate about 225 dams in India. The earlier conferences organized in the year 2015, 2016, and 2017 received overwhelming response in terms of professional participation, technical papers contributed, and the participation by Indian and overseas organizations in the exhibition. These conferences bring together dam professionals and experts in various interrelated disciplines from within India and around the world to discuss, reflect, and share technology and experience in addressing dam safety issues and strategies to address them. I am sure that this interaction among the participants with organizations showcasing the technologies and products and with experts presenting papers would help dam safety professionals and managements in further determining the strategies for improved monitoring, operation, and maintenance. Having said this, now I move on to my formal duty of welcoming all the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. Let me, on behalf of the organizers and on behalf of the state of Kerala and my own department, let me very warmly welcome Union Minister Honorable Sri Arjun Ram Meghwal for this conference. Union Minister will be inaugurated, you have just seen this, he just inaugurated the conference. Let me on the same breath also invite Sri S. Masood Hussain, Chairman of Central Water Commission, to this on behalf of all of you. Next on my list is Professor Dr. Anton J. Celsius, the President of International Commission of Large Dams, Switzerland. Sir, on behalf of all of us present here, let me extend a very warm welcome. I also welcome Dr. Nicholas Sheffield, Chief Executive Officer, Australian Water Partnership, Australia, on all your behalf and behalf of the Government of Kerala. I also take this opportunity to invite Mr. Sataru Uday, Lead Dam Specialist, World Bank, Washington, for this excellent conference. Let me also take this opportunity to welcome Sri Sanjay Kundu, the Joint Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, who has taken several steps and efforts to make this conference seen in such a very beautiful and colorful way. Let me also welcome all the delegates, both from India and abroad, who have taken the time and effort second welcome to our guest. I also welcome all the dignitaries in the audience who have taken time and effort to come and join us in this two-day events. I welcome all the media persons who will ensure that the informations here are disseminated to the public at large. Lastly but not least, all those people who had organized this event, who have taken so much of effort to ensure that this conference takes place in a very colorful way. I welcome each and everyone and while thanking each and everyone for making this conference a grand success, let me conclude by saying Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Honorable Minister, Shri M.M. Mani, arriving here. A very hearty welcome to you, sir. The Honorable Minister for Electricity, Government of Kerala, Shri M.M. Mani, who was very active in various agricultural reforms in the Hill District of Idukki before taking over the ministerial responsibilities. Shri M.M. Mani hails from Idukki district of Kerala, which has the biggest arch dam in our country. A very hearty welcome to you, sir. Let's present a bouquet of flowers to Shri M.M. Mani, the Honorable Minister, who presides over today's function. Welcome, sir. Aditi Devo Bhava. Our guests are our God, and what better way to welcome our delegates than with a song, a welcome song from the MBS Youth Choir Group. A round of applause for the talented singers. May now request Shri Masood Hussain to present an overview of the dam rehabilitation and improvement project under the aegis of which this conference is being organized. Welcome, sir.
Very good morning to all. Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Government of India, Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal ji, Honorable Minister for Electricity, Government of Kerala, Shri M.M. Mani, President, International Commission on Large Dams, Dr. Anton Schles, Lead Dam Specialist, World Bank, Mr. Satoru Oida, Chairman and Managing Director, Kerala State Electricity Board, Dr. K. Langovan, Chief Executive Officer, Australian Water Partnership, Dr. Nicholas Schofield, my colleague and Joint Secretary in the Ministry, Shri Sanjay Kundu, distinguished delegates, experts and participants, members of the media and the press, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Central Water Commission and Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, I welcome you all to this International Dam Safety Conference. Indian water resources scenario has a lot of variation in space and time, which requires storages. These storages have been created behind dams, which have taken India towards water security, food security, and power security to some extent. To assure dam safety has been of paramount importance. Dam safety services were started sometime in late 70s in Central Water Commission, which had been catalytic in creation of dam safety organizational setup in states. We had dam safety assurance and rehabilitation program in the 90s, where 4 states participated with around 33 dams. Later on, a comprehensive project for dam rehabilitation program was conceived. This dam rehabilitation and improvement program, which we call in brief DRIP, is an initiative undertaken by the Ministry of Water Resources, RD and GR, with the assistance of World Bank to improve the safety and performance of existing dams in a suitable manner and to strengthen the dam safety institutional capacity in participating implementing agencies across 7 states as well as in Central Water Commission. It was started in April 2012 with the provision of rehabilitation of about 225 dams with an original cost of rupees 2,100 crore for a period of 6 years. There are currently 10 implementing agencies participating in the DRIP program. Central Water Commission, along with 9 dam owning agencies from 7 states, that is Madhya Pradesh Water Resources Department, Odisha Water Resources Department, Tamil Nadu Water Resources, and Tangentco, Kerala Water Resources Department, and State Electricity Board have been involved since the beginning of the project. Karnataka Water Resources Department, Uttarakhand Jal Vidyut Nigam, and Damodar Valley Corporation, they joined later. The basic objective of DRIP is to bring new initiatives in the dam safety area through technological advances, innovative rehabilitation, best global practices, capacity building, cross-learning among partners, technical regulations, and strengthening of dam safety organization. In the year 2017, the project was extended by 2 years until June 2020 to complete all the programmed rehabilitation works on 223 dams with a proposed revised cost of rupees 3,466. DRIP consists of three main components. The first is rehabilitation of selected dams and their appurtenance. Component 2 is institutional strengthening, and the third is project management. We have three-tier evaluation and monitoring mechanism, which is performing very well. We also have competent national and international experts to guide, supervise, and help the implementing agencies for various technical issues on need basis. Central Water Commission has experimented with a number of new ideas under this ongoing program. For the first time, we created a professional platform among apex seismic agencies of the country and dam owners, which brought together engineers, geologists, academicians, and scientists on a common platform. 8 memoranda of understanding have been signed by Central Water and Power Research Station, Pune, NGRI, Hyderabad, and Earthquake Engineering Department, IIT Roorkee, with 8 dam owners for various kinds of professional assistance. Memoranda of understanding have also been signed by Central Water Commission with IIT Madras, IISc Bangalore, IIT Roorkee, NIT Calicut, NIT Rourkela, MNIT Allahabad to enhance expertise of these institutions in dam safety area, as well as use of the in-house campus laboratory facilities for various kinds of engineering testing by regional dam owners. Emergency action plan for each drip dam is being developed to mitigate the associated risks, hazard with each dam and enhance the safety of downstream population as well as the property. Seismic hazard mapping of the whole country is under progress to enhance the seismic preparedness. Dam health and rehabilitation monitoring application, which we call Dharma, is a web-based tool to store all dam-related static and dynamic information, which will help all dam owners to effectively manage their valuable assets. This tool, Dharma, is being launched today and would be available to all drip as well as non-drip states. Central Water Commission is attempting to put in place best technical guidelines and manuals for dam safety management to ensure standardization as well as uniformity in dam safety practices. Today, we are going to release 7 important guidelines and manuals just in the program. To provide trained manpower and requisite trainings for partner agencies, Central Water Commission has organized about 83 national trainings, 4 international training programs, 6 overseas exposure visits, and has trained about 3,000 officials during the project so far. I hope this conference will prove to be a memorable milestone in the journey of dam safety in the country. I wish this conference a great success. Jai Hind. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. May I now request Mr. Satheru Uda to present the initiatives of the World Bank for dam safety management.
Having only 5 minutes, yes. Give the initial remarks, then the session will be later on. Yes. Just the initial remarks.
Is this connected? Some video presentation, so sorry about that. You can wait for 5 minutes. Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and sorry for this disturbance. Since this is a very important opportunity, I would like to introduce the World Bank Dam Safety Initiatives in a more visual manner. And again, I'm very pleased to be invited as a speaker for this important conference, and also meet with the distinguished colleagues from Government India, Kerala State, ICOL, and other important partners. This morning, on behalf of the World Bank, I'm going to introduce the World Bank dam safety-related activities and the programs. Before going into this World Bank program, let me introduce some of the global pictures of reservoir development and dam development in the world. And many developed countries have built storage. You can see the per capita storage in various countries. So as North America, Europe have developed a large reservoir, while the developing countries have built very limited storage. So those are very vulnerable to hydrological impacts, and particularly this more intensifies the hydrological variation under climate change conditions. You might be interested in where India sits, and my colleagues advised me that around 200 cubic meter per capita. So despite intensive dam development program in India, but due to the very big, huge population, the storage per capita is still limited. I'm going to show you this hydropower development potential. This circle indicates the installed capacity in various regions, and then this is the amount of power generation, and then lastly show this potential of hydropower development. And you see this huge potential in Africa, Asia, and South America, while North America and Europe have already developed a large portion. And this graph shows the worldwide dam development, and so as you see many dams are multi-purpose dams as indicated in orange color, and so this means that the intensive coordination between different sectors needed. And another graph that shows the number of builds built over the last decade, and now more than 19,000 dams and an operational for more than 50 years. So that means that this would require major rehabilitation and a safety upgrade. This graph indicates cumulative incidents and failure cases in the US according to the National Performance Dams database. And thanks to the legislation of the dam safety in the US, the number of failure and the incident cases have been gradually decreasing, but still you see this high number of cases of dam safety incidents due to mainly the mechanical and electrical equipment failure and so forth. Given such a high demand for new dams construction and also rehabilitation and the safety improvement of existing dams, the World Bank has geared into to providing a more financial and technical support, starting with water resources sector strategy and also energy strategy. The bank has been committed to build the multi-purpose or large dams for the energy and water supply and irrigation sector. And one important thing is we are required to do the climate change screening and the disaster risks. and as a requirement for this the funding infusion from the advanced countries. Now, I would like to introduce how the World Bank has been supporting many projects in the world. Based on our database, the number of the World Bank financed projects involving large dams for hydropower sector, water supply sector, and irrigation sector is more than 300. The total project cost is more than 70 billion. Please note that this includes a cost and the budget for all associated infrastructure, including dams and an associated irrigation and water supply, the hydropower schemes. It's important for us to ensure this economic and financial viability, and also safeguards compliance, and also provide the technical support for capacity building. This picture indicates what kind of safety measures are covered under the World Bank projects, including safety risk assessment, structural intervention, institutional capacity, and so forth. Just to quickly give me the typology of the World Bank funded project, starting with the construction of new dams. We are financing the number of large hydropower dams in Vietnam, Pakistan, and other areas. And also we are financing important water supply projects in Lebanon and also Kenya and so forth. Critical water supply system for capital city and important metropolitan cities. And also we are financing this feasibility studies, the detailed design, environmental social impact assessment plan for future investments. The important thing is that this gives us an opportunity to work with the client countries to go through all the important dam safety elements, such as the quality assurance plan, the monitoring instruments, preparation of emergency preparedness plans, and so forth. We are also financing a number of important dams rehabilitation and safety improvement projects. There are two categories. The first one is a targeted rehabilitation and safety improvement for large dams such as Nurek and the Kariba, and also a number of cascadal projects in Ukraine and Albania and so forth. These programs typically provide a refurbishment of electrical, mechanical system, monitoring instruments, and also rehabilitation of civil works. We also have the category on the dam safety program almost on a national level, including DRIP project in India, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, Vietnam, and so forth. This program typically includes preparation of inventory of existing dams, risk hazard classification, rehabilitation, upgrade of priority existing dams, introduction of advanced hydromet monitoring, flood forecasting system, and so forth, and then also preparation of dam safety instruments such as EAP. And indeed, this happened under the DRIP project, which is an important milestone for implementation of this project. We also have dedicated technical assistance program. We have completed the program for Brazil as it legislated the Dam Safety Act in 2010. We have provided the technical support for preparation of guidelines for owners, regulators, and also developed this comprehensive database system connecting with the regulators and other owners. We are also supporting this type of dam safety framework development in Laos and Nepal and Ethiopia and so forth. We have also worked together with the riparian countries of the Eastern Nile. Sorry. In addition to this investment programs, we are also working for knowledge management, including this global dam safety study, as well as climate change resilience, and also sedimentation management, and so forth. We are currently completing the update of the global dam safety regulatory and institutional framework study building on the previous efforts in 2002, other important studies by ICOLD and so forth. Now, in conclusion, what we found so far from an experience is these are an important element for ensuring dam safety. Addressing this is an optimal manner using both structure and non-structure measures, and the developing dam safety framework with due consideration to country context, and building on their global knowledge and national experience, and accepting appropriate safety standards, considering structural risk and downstream consequences, adapting to challenging conditions of our client countries, again with due consideration to available financial and human resources. And lastly, it's quite important to enhance the capacity of client countries for dam safety regulation and also project preparation and execution. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, sir. Let me now invite Professor Dr. Anton J. Slice for his address on global challenges in dam safety management. The Honorable Minister, Sri Matthew T. Thomas, has arrived. A very hearty welcome to you, sir. Sri Matthew T. Thomas, Honorable Minister for Water Resources, Government of Kerala. He was elected to the Kerala Legislative Assembly in 1987. He served as Minister for Transport, Printing and Stationery for 3 years in 2006 before taking over the current responsibilities. Hearty welcome. Let me now invite Professor Dr. Anton J. Slice for his address.
Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Water Resources, Government of India, Sri Megawal. Honorable Ministry for Electricity, Government of Kerala, Sri Mani, and Honorable Ministry for Water Resources, also Government of Kerala. Chairman of Central Water Commission, Sri Masood Hussain. Distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, on the behalf of ICOLD, I'm honored to participate to this inauguration of the Dam Safety Conference. I must say it's a Dam Safety Conference in a wonderful location, Kovalam, with an impressive beach just outside of this conference center. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the first time I participate to such a nice conference with a so close beach. I congratulate the organizer under the umbrella of Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, as well as Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Project, as well as all the co-organizer, not only for having chosen this wonderful venue, but also having prepared an attractive technical program on the topic of dam safety with a lot of eminent speakers from India and abroad. I'm also impressed to see so many delegates, even if we have a very nice beach outside in this room, which confirms your interest in dam safety. For ICOLD, dam safety is a major concern, and our technical committees are continuously preparing guidelines in order to guide the profession towards excellency. And I must also say here we are grateful for the fruitful collaboration which we have with World Bank in reaching the overall goal which is, ladies and gentlemen, better dams for a better world, safer dams for a safer world. Dams, as you may know, ladies and gentlemen, dams and reservoirs are critical infrastructures. Their safe and sustainable operation is a challenge for all involved authorities, owners, operators, and designers. Ladies and gentlemen, this challenge is above all linked with a high responsibility of the involved professional. And I congratulate you all that you take this responsibility day by day during your whole professional life. Dam safety is really very important. India is a very important member country of ICOLD, not only because there are more than or almost 5,000 large dams in this country. India is important because India is in the forefront also in the operation of dams, but also continuing to developing dams in the future. And of course, we are also delighted that India will host the annual meeting and conference, ICOLD conference in 2020, and we will have, without doubt, a very successful event again organized by India. Ladies and gentlemen, this initiative, Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Project, which has started here in India, this is an excellent initiative. We call dams very often the useful pyramids, but pyramids do not use maintenance. They are there for thousands of years. Ladies and gentlemen, dams are using maintenance. We have to do it every day. And this initiative, Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Project, as I said, is an excellent initiative because prepare the existing dam that they can operate in a sustainable and safe way. This is very important. It's also important for the credibility for constructing new dams, because the existing dams, they have to operate safely in a sustainable way, and then we can go again, and that's also required for new dams. Ladies and gentlemen, I wish you a successful dam safety conference with very fruitful discussions. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, sir. May I now invite Dr. Nicholas Schofield to deliver his talk on dam safety management, lessons from Australia. Welcome, sir.
Ministers, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. It's a great privilege to be here in this beautiful country again, in this beautiful state for my first time. It's a privilege for the Australian Water Partnership to be a sponsor for this conference and to further our collaboration with India on matters of water resources. It's my pleasure to offer just a few insights to lessons on dam safety from Australia. Firstly, just a couple of pointers as to what the Australian Water Partnership is. We are a fairly new organisation. Our vision is to be water partners, trusted water partners for development, enhancing the sustainable water resources of the Indo-Pacific region. Our mission is to make a difference by mobilising Australia's water expertise to address the demand and needs from this region. A few facts and figures about Australia. So we are a large continent with a small population. We're the driest inhabited continent on the planet. We're also the land of great floods and great droughts. We have some of the highest variability in water resources on the planet. However, we have achieved to become the most water secure country in Asia. 70% of our water is harvested for use in irrigation. In looking to the future, well, I should say on the left-hand side in that graph, you can see that Australia's dam building was very active from 1900 through to the 1970s, and in more recent decades has slowed down. Part of the reason for that is now in Australia very hard to justify on economic and social and environmental grounds the development of new dams. So our focus has moved towards dam safety for existing dams, and our new water supplies have moved in focus towards desalination, recycling, and managed aquifer recharge. So this new focus over the last decade on dam safety has brought some significant achievements in Australia. And some of the success ingredients to those achievements are in establishing community support across all stakeholders and across all community for the management of dams. We've developed highly sophisticated and highly technical operation procedures. We've put a lot of effort through the Bureau of Meteorology in developing forecasts for inflows, for storm impacts, for the preparation of pre-flood dam releases and management of airspace. We work very closely in an integrated way with our emergency services, and we've undertaken extensive action on reducing risk in recent times. This risk management approach is an approach in which Australia excels, and one in which we hope to collaborate with our colleagues here more extensively in the future. So our dam safety achievements have been reached through the assessment of rigorous risk assessment and risk prioritisation. We use clear benchmarking methods, and we have a strong investment program in dam safety upgrades. We have spent more than $1 billion US over the last decade in improving dam safety through these approaches. Our achievement is to lift the life safety risk or to reduce life safety risk by 1 to 2 orders of magnitude, whilst at the same time managing for all the different benefits that dams supply, not least the interaction between flood mitigation and water security. We have, I'm pleased to say, 3 presentations from the Australian Water Partnership, as you see on the screen there. I'm delighted to pass on the highly technical aspects of this work to my colleagues. Thank you very much, and best wishes for your conference.
Thank you very much, sir. Now, let me request the Honorable Minister for Water Resources, Government of Kerala, Shri Matthew T. Thomas, to address the audience. Welcome, sir.
Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Water Resources, Adaraniya Sri Arjun Ram Meghwal, my colleague in the Kerala Cabinet, Honorable Minister for Electricity, Sri M. M. Mani, all distinguished delegates on and off the dais, a warm welcome to all of you. At the outset, let me apologize for being a bit late because I had to attend the Business Advisory Committee of the Kerala Legislature. It was not deliberate, though there's some inconvenience caused to the organizers. At the outset, I tender my unconditional apology. I'm happy that the International Conference on Dam Safety 2018 is taking place in Trivandrum, which is the capital city of Kerala. We are proud to host all delegates to this prestigious conference. I, as Minister for Water Resources, have the privilege to welcome the Union Minister of State and delegates from all over the world to this place, Kerala, which you all know, Kerala is universally recognized as God's own country. 4 key institutions in Kerala, that is the Kerala Water Resources Department, Kerala Electricity Board, National Institute of Technology, Calicut, and College of Engineering, Trivandrum, are partnering with Central Water Commission to host this conference. Kerala is actively participating in the World Bank funded Dam Rehabilitation and Improvement Project DRIP. And this international conference is an important aspect of the project. I'm given to understand that a large number of professionals concerned with dam construction and dam safety are participating in this conference. I'm also glad to note that besides 4 technical sessions, there are avenues for industry participation in the conference. This connects between dam safety professionals and industry practitioners, which is a very important aspect of dam safety. Now, internationally, dam safety guidelines are well settled. Also, best practices are available in ensuring dam safety. In India, the Central Water Commission has set up guidelines for safety inspection of dams. These guidelines need to be revised and updated to keep pace with the modern day changes. A dam, as you all know, is a national asset for which the country has made public investments. The safety of the dam is a very important aspect for safeguarding the investment and protecting lives and properties in case of a disaster. We have some examples in India when dam safety was neglected, which led to disaster of monumental consequences. Morbi Dam disaster, which happened in 1979, still haunts our memory. The disaster was named as the worst case of environmental disaster in the world, as it was the result of unprecedented flood. It holds great lessons to all dam safety professionals on how to plan, design, and build dams for our productive use and how to prevent dam-related disasters. The dam had an inherent design flaw. There are many other examples in Bihar and other parts of the country. I appreciate that this International Dam Safety Conference has an impressive poster and an excellent tagline, Safe Dams for Safe Future. This clearly communicates the most important aspect of dam safety in a simple and effective manner. I also understand that the delegates will debate and discuss dam safety aspects in 4 different technical sessions, including operation, maintenance, and rehabilitation of existing dams. For a resource-constrained country like India, these are critical aspects. I take this opportunity to urge all of you to actively participate in the conference and come up with concrete as well as practical ideas. On behalf of the Government of Kerala, especially on behalf of the Water Resources Department of the Government of Kerala, I salute all the delegates and I wish all success to this conference. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir, for your encouraging words. Shri M. M. Mani, the Honorable Minister for Electricity, Government of Kerala, presides over today's function. I'd request him to kindly deliver the presidential address.
ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കേന്ദ്ര ജലവിഭവ വകുപ്പ് മന്ത്രി ശ്രീ അർജുൻ നഗാർ, ബഹുമാനപ്പെട്ട കേരള ജലവിഭവ മന്ത്രി ശ്രീ മാത്യു ടി തോമസ്, ഡോക്ടർ ഇളങ്കോവൻ IAS ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റി ബോർഡ് ചെയർമാൻ, ശ്രീ സറോറ ഉദ, പ്രൊഫസർ ആൻഡൺ ജെ ഷിലീസ്, ഡോക്ടർ നിക്കോളോയിസ് ഷഫീൽഡ്, ശ്രീ ഡോം ജോസ് IAS, ശ്രീ UP സിംഗ്, ശ്രീ സജ്ജൻ കുന്ദ്, വേദിയിലും സദസ്സിലും ഇരിക്കുന്ന വിശിഷ്ട വ്യക്തിത്വങ്ങളെ, സഹോദരി സഹോദരന്മാരെ, സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, ഇത്തരത്തിൽ ഒരു ലോകാടിസ്ഥാനത്തിലുള്ള ഡാം സേഫ്റ്റി സംബന്ധിച്ച് ചർച്ച ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് ഒരു കോൺഫറൻസ് കൂടുന്നത് തികച്ചും ഉചിതവും അങ്ങേയറ്റം സഹായകരവുമാകും എന്ന് തന്നെയാണ് കേരള ഗവൺമെൻറ്റും ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റി ബോർഡും വിലയിരുത്തുന്നതെന്ന കാര്യം അറിയിക്കാൻ ഞാൻ ഈ അവസരം വിനിയോഗിക്കുകയാണ്. കേരളത്തിൽ ഡാം സുരക്ഷയെക്കുറിച്ച് നടക്കുന്ന ഈ അന്താരാഷ്ട്ര കോൺഫറൻസിന് എല്ലാവിധ വിജയാശംസകളും നേരുന്നു. ഈ വിഷയത്തിൽ അന്താരാഷ്ട്ര തലത്തിലുള്ള പ്രഗത്ഭരാണ് പങ്കെടുക്കുന്നത് എന്നറിയുന്നതിൽ സന്തോഷമുണ്ട്. കേരളം എന്ന ഈ ചെറിയ സംസ്ഥാനം 44 നദികളാൽ സമൃദ്ധമാണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് തന്നെ ഡാമുകളും റിസർവറുകളും കേരളത്തിൽ ധാരാളമുണ്ട്. ചെറുതും വലുതുമായി 100-ൽ അധികം ഡാമുകൾ കേരളത്തിലുണ്ട്. ഇതിൽ 56 ഡാമുകളാണ് റെറ്റി പദ്ധതിയിൽ പെടുത്തിയിരിക്കുന്നത് എന്നറിയിക്കാൻ ഞാൻ ഈ അവസരം വിനിയോഗിക്കുകയാണ്. ജലക്ഷാമം ഭാവിയിൽ നാം നേരിടാൻ പോകുന്ന ലോകത്തെ ഏറ്റവും വലിയ വിപത്താണെന്നാണ് നമുക്ക് കാണാൻ കഴിയുന്നത്. ഈ പ്രശ്നം ഭൂമിയിലെ ജലസമൃദ്ധിയെ സംരക്ഷിക്കുന്നതിൽ ഡാമുകളുടെ പങ്ക് വളരെ വലുതാണ് എന്ന കാര്യം ഞാൻ ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ ഓർമ്മപ്പെടുത്തുവാൻ ആഗ്രഹിക്കുകയാണ്. വൈദ്യുതി ഉൽപ്പാദന രംഗത്തും കേരളം ജലവൈദ്യുതിയെയാണ് പ്രധാനമായി ആശ്രയിക്കുന്നത്. കേരളത്തിലെ പ്രധാന ഡാമുകളെല്ലാം 20-ഓ അതിലേറെയോ വർഷം പഴക്കമുള്ളതാണ്. കാലാവസ്ഥാ വ്യതിയാനം, പാരിസ്ഥിതിക പ്രശ്നങ്ങൾ, പാരിസ്ഥിതിക മൗലികവാദികൾ ഉയർത്തുന്ന എതിർപ്പുകൾ തുടങ്ങിയവ പുതിയ ഡാമുകളുടെ നിർമ്മാണത്തെ പ്രതികൂലമായി ബാധിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്. ഈ സാഹചര്യത്തിൽ നിലവിലെ ഡാമുകൾ ശക്തിപ്പെടുത്തി സംരക്ഷിക്കേണ്ട കാലഘട്ടത്തിൻ്റെ ആവശ്യകതയാണ് നൂതനമായ സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യകൾ ഈ ലക്ഷ്യം കൈവരിക്കാൻ പ്രയോജനപ്പെടുത്തേണ്ടതുണ്ട്. ഇത്തരം സെമിനാറുകൾ നൂതന സാങ്കേതിക വിദ്യയുടെ പരിഷ്കരണത്തിന് കൈമാറ്റത്തിനും വേദികളായി മാറട്ടെ എന്ന് ആശംസിക്കുകയാണ്. കേരളത്തിൻ്റെ അനുഭവം ഈ അടുത്ത നാളിൽ കഴിഞ്ഞ വർഷം ഏറ്റവും വലിയ വരൾച്ചയാണ് നേരിട്ടത്. പക്ഷേ ഡാമുകൾ ഉള്ളിടത്ത്, അതും ഇലക്ട്രിസിറ്റി ബോർഡിൻ്റെ പദ്ധതി ഉള്ളിടത്ത് ആ വെള്ളത്തിൻ്റെ ദൗർബല്യം നേരിട്ടില്ല, വെള്ളത്തിൻ്റെ കാര്യം സുരക്ഷിതമായിരുന്നു എന്നാണ് ഞങ്ങളുടെ ഒരു വിലയിരുത്തൽ. അതാണ്. ഏതായിരുന്നാലും പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട സുഹൃത്തുക്കളെ, ഇത്തരം കാര്യങ്ങളെ സംബന്ധിച്ചെല്ലാം വളരെ വിശദമായി ചർച്ച ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയുന്ന വിശിഷ്ട വ്യക്തിത്വങ്ങളാണ് ഈ കോൺഫറൻസിൽ പങ്കെടുത്തിരിക്കുന്നത്. അവരെയെല്ലാം സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്യുകയും അവരുടെ വിലയേറിയ അനുഭവങ്ങളും അഭിപ്രായങ്ങളും ഭാവിയിൽ ലോകത്ത് ഡാമിൻ്റെ സുരക്ഷിതത്വം ഉറപ്പു ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് സഹായകരമാകട്ടെ എന്ന് ഞാൻ ഈ അവസരത്തിൽ ആശംസിക്കുന്നു. നിങ്ങളോട് മലയാള ഭാഷയിലെ സംവദിക്കാൻ എനിക്ക് സംസാരിക്കാൻ കഴിയുള്ളൂ. ഇംഗ്ലീഷ് ഭാഷയിൽ സംസാരിക്കാൻ അതിനുള്ള കഴിയില്ല. അതുകൊണ്ടാണ് ഞാൻ എൻ്റെ മാതൃഭാഷയിൽ നിങ്ങളെ അഭിസംബോധന ചെയ്തത് എന്നറിയിച്ചുകൊണ്ട് നിങ്ങളെ എല്ലാവരെയും ഒരിക്കൽ കൂടി സ്വാഗതം ചെയ്തുകൊണ്ട് എല്ലാ വിജയാശംസകളും നേർന്നുകൊണ്ട് ഞാൻ അവസാനിപ്പിക്കുന്നു. നന്ദി, നമസ്കാരം.
Thank you very much, sir. As mentioned by Chairman CWC in his speech, DRIP is also promoting institutional strengthening in dam safety by developing guidelines and manuals on different aspects of dam safety. 7 important technical guidelines and manuals have been prepared under this project and is proposed to be released during this conference. These guidelines and manuals pertain to instrumentation of large dams, preparing operations and maintenance manuals for dams, in addition mapping of flood risk associated with dam failures, safety inspection of dams, inspection manual for dam field engineers after seismic event, technical specification for instrumentation of large dams, manual for rehabilitating large dams. Let me now invite the dignitaries on the dais to formally release these guidelines and manuals. For promoting institutional strengthening in dam safety, the dignitaries are releasing the guidelines and manuals. Thank you, sirs. We are also releasing a dam health and rehabilitation monitoring application, Dharma, a software tool for asset and health management of large dams in India during this conference. May now invite the Honorable Union Minister, Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal, to release the Dharma. I request the other dignitaries to please join the chief guest in doing the honors. The app is already, as you can see, it's displayed on the screen. Dam Health and Rehabilitation Monitoring Application. Thank you very much, sirs. And now, with great pleasure, may I invite the Honorable Minister of State, Ministry of Water Resources, Government of India, Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal, for the inaugural address.
International Dam Safety Conference 2018, and the Minister for Water Resources of Kerala, Sri T. Thomas, and Sri M.M. Mani, Honorable Minister of Electricity, Government of Kerala. Sri S. Masood Hussain, Chairman Central Water Commission. Sri Sanjay Kundu, Joint Secretary, Minister of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Government of India. Sri Dr. K. Elangovan, CMD, Kerala State Electricity Board. Shri Seturu Udde, Lead Dams Specialist, World Bank, Washington, USA. Professor Dr. Anton, President of International Commission of Large Dam, Switzerland. Dr. Nicholas, Chief Executive Officer, Australian Water Partnership, Australia. And all the delegates, you are here to attend this International Dam Safety Conference 2018 and friends of the media. You all know that water is recognized as an important resource without which life in earth cannot exist. According to ancient Indian text, water is one among the basic 5 elements called Panchbhutas, with which the universe, the cosmic world, comprises of water, earth, light, air, and space. Water availability in India varies temporally and spatially globally. Water is a precious resource. It is a general phenomenon. Globally we say it, that water is a precious resource, needs to be conserved and managed judiciously. Even though portrayed as modern temples of India by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, the dams in India have been in existence since age-old times. The 24-meter height earthen dam of Tonu Tank in Karnataka is over 1,000 years old and it is still in use. Besides, there are 213 large dams which are covered hundreds years old. Presently, we have more than 5,200 completed large dams and another 447 under construction. The total storage capacity of the 289 BCM, contributing in food, energy, and water security of country. India has built many iconic dams such as Bhakra, Hirakund, Sardar Sarovar, Idukki, Tungabhadra, Krishna Rajya Sagar, Indra Sagar, Mathon, etc. And country is proud of these mega structures. It has been estimated for India that it is possible to create a total river water storage capacity about 690 BCM. And again, this less than 300 BCM of storage has been created so far by building dams. Thus, while there is an obvious need to construct more large dams to meet the demand of population growth, economic growth, and sustainable development, there is also an urgent need to safeguard each and every existing dam assets. Many of the existing dams are considerably old. Close to 80% of our dams are more than 25 years old. On account of age's technical and issues of deferred maintenance, many of these dams are facing varying degree of inadequacy in meeting the current standard of dam health and safety. The health and safety of these dams are of the paramount importance of sustainable utilization of these valuable assets besides protecting life, environment, and property. The structural and operational competencies of these dams are needed to be ensured, as these assets have been created with a huge cost in terms of land and forest submergence, rehabilitation and resettlement, environment, etc. Also, rapid development downstream of dams in rural as well as urban areas, current flood protection level which is far below the acceptable standard. These dams have associated potential risk hazards in case of failure. In the past, like other countries of the world, India also experienced several cases of major dam failure. Prominent ones are Machusek and Morbi. Dam failed in August 1979, Gujarat, resulted in a loss of more than 2,000 lives. Tigra Dam, Madhya Pradesh, failed in August 1917, reported around tragedy of 1,000 human lives. Recently, Gardara Dam, Rajasthan, failed in August 2010 due to breaching during the very first filling, which flooded around a dozen villages downstream, and traffic in Jaipur-Kota highway was also disrupted. Also in the year 2014, about 25 students drowned in river water due to sudden opening of large dam spillway gates because of the absence of proper communication system and regulation in place. Regularly monitoring of various dams, parameters and inspections are necessary to direct the potential problem of the preparedness of phase of emergencies, and general awareness about dam-linked disaster are not in the desired level if compared to other developed countries. Keeping in view serious dam safety issues being faced by our Aegis Large dams, with an objective to address these issues in a holistic way in all respects, Government of India undertook a comprehensive dam safety rehabilitation improvement project, DRIP, with financial assistance from the World Bank, which covered rehabilitation of the 225 large dam projects split across the 7 states, along with institutional capacity building as well as project management. This DRIP project presently covers about 4% of the large dam of the country. Successful implementation of the DRIP will result in improvement in safety condition of these dams, which in turn reduce the potential risk hazards to downstream population as well as other valuable property through disaster management measures. Through institutional strengthening component of DRIP, it is expected that the dam safety official will get adequate national and international training in order to give them best exposure and experience in the field of dam safety area of understand. Best practices and latest technology being practiced world over. It will help in further improving the skill and capacity building of technical and operational staff, and will result in operational efficiency of dams as well as to place technical regulation in place. Seeing the successful implementation of the DRIP, Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation have also initiated the phase 2 of this project by covering more number of states and dams. Ministry of Water Resources, River Development, Ganga Rejuvenation has so far received the proposals from the 16 states and 2 central agencies, amounting to over rupees 9,000 crores for participation in DRIP phase 2. It's a very good project. I think it will create awareness among the issue of the dam safety. Present conference is very important, having participation of all leading world dam safety experts industries, academicians, and other professionals having extensive knowledge and experience. Deliberation and recommendations by these experts will help India to best dam safety practice and policies up to possible extent. My dear friends, ladies and gentlemen, we have delegates from Canada in this conference. We have delegates from Australia. We have delegates from Switzerland. We have delegates from US also. And we have delegates from the very important organization of the country. I am hopeful that in technical session, we will deliberate whatever the issue presently facing in the dam safety issue. In which area, in which field, or in which country, if we done a better work, we must share in this conference. That must be the object of this conference. I want to quote one quotation that should be discussed in this conference, and I think that it will be definitely discussed. Safe dams for safe future. I repeat, safe dams for safe future. This must be the theme of the conference. I thank organizers of the conference, Government of Kerala, Kerala Water Resources Department, Kerala Electricity Board, NIT Calicut, College of Engineering Trivandrum, and Central Water Commission. Of course, it's of my ministry. I mentioned Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in my initial remark, and I want to mention the present Prime Minister of this country, Narendra Bhai Modi. Once Narendra Bhai Modi told, nothing is bigger impediment to development than water. You see the importance of the water in the eyes of the present Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In Man Ki Baat, he has told, I have seen people also made their own efforts. In several villages, an awareness has been seen with regard to the value of water. And in such places, there is sensitivity and a will to do something to conserve the water. Can we run a movement from village to village to preserve the water? To whatever extent possible, we must save water. You can see the importance of the water in the eyes of present Prime Minister. Now, I thank Kerala government for comfortable stay and all arrangement for the conferences. I think your stay is comfortable. Yes or no? I think your stay is comfortable, and I must thanks again to the Kerala government for organizing a wonderful cultural program for the delegates in the night. That is also a very important program, because you know, the Kerala is a land of God. The Kerala is a land of God, and Kerala is a very rich culture. So in the night you can see the rich culture of Kerala. You enjoy the stay. You must celebrate the importance of the water and the safe dams for safe future. Thank you very much. Thank you very much again.
Safe dams for safe future. Thank you very much, sir, for your support and motivating words. We are now nearing the close of the inaugural ceremony. May I now invite Sri Sanjay Kundu, Joint Secretary, Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, Government of India, for proposing a vote of thanks.
At the conclusion of the inauguration ceremony, it is my pleasant duty to propose a vote of thanks. Sirs, dam safety is a very niche field, and we are really pleased that about 600 water resources professionals from India and abroad are attending this conference for the first time. At the outset, I wish to thank the Government of Kerala for hosting the International Dam Safety Conference, which is being held at the international level for the first time in India. There could have been no better place to hold this conference than the God's own country. I wish to thank in particular the conference partners, Kerala Water Resources Department, Kerala State Electricity Board, NIT Calicut, College of Engineering Trivandrum, and the Central Water Commission for hosting such an excellent conference. Sir, I wish to thank Shri Arjun Ram Meghwal ji, Honorable MOS in our Ministry of Water Resources, River Development and Ganga Rejuvenation, and also Parliamentary Affairs, to be with us today. For the information of the guest, I just want to tell he flew all night yesterday to be here today morning with us. Thanks are due to Honorable Ministers of Kerala Government, Shri Matthew T. Thomas, Honorable WRD Minister Kerala, and Shri M.M. Mani, Honorable Minister for Electricity, for blessing their conference. Honorable Minister, sir, your presence today has encouraged dam professionals in India and abroad, and your words of wisdom and guidance will go a long way to further the cause of dam safety in the country. At this juncture, I want to place on record my deep gratitude to Shri U.P. Singh, the current Secretary in the Ministry, and Dr. Amarjit Singh, the previous Secretary, for supporting the cause of dam safety and making it a key program of the Ministry by giving it due importance and funding. Our thanks are due to Dr. K. Ilangovan, CMD, Kerala State Electricity Board, and Principal Secretary, Kerala Electricity Department, and his entire team of KSEB officers for their support. So they have worked tirelessly round the clock. Similar thanks are due to Shri Tom Jose, Additional Chief Secretary, Water Resources Department, and his entire team of WRD, Kerala, for their similar support. I would like to thank dignitaries on and off the dais. Shri S. Masood Hussain, Chairman, Central Water Commission, has been the leading light and guide for this conference. He deserves a special thanks. At this juncture, I want to thank our international guest, Mr. Satoru Ueda, Lead Dam Specialist, World Bank, Professor Anton Schleiss, President of the International Commission on Large Dams, Dr. Nicholas Schofield, Chief Executive Officer, Australian Water Partnership, and other global experts whose presence today has made the conference truly global. I was discussing with the World Bank chief, and he said he's really happy that top-notch professionals have gathered today for the first time in India. Meghwal sir, when you were speaking on the sidelines, I just spoke to him whether World Bank would be ready to fund DRIP 2, and he said, yes, World Bank will be more than ready to fund DRIP 2. Our thanks are due to guests and water resource professionals from the central and state agencies for attending this conference in such big numbers. I would be remiss in my duty if I don't thank the management and staff of Hotel Leela, Uday, and other hotels who have taken extra pains to ensure comfort and safety for all our guests. I would also like to thank print and electronic media for supporting this conference. Sir, linkage with the industry is key for this field. We are grateful to all Indian and international companies working in water resources sector to be present here and also displaying their innovation through exhibition, which you will now be inaugurating. Thanks are also due to sponsors who financially contributed towards organizing this conference. Sirs, conference of this magnitude cannot take place without robust planning and coordination. I would like to place on record the deep appreciation of the ministry for sincere and hard work put by Shri Pramod Narayan Singh. Can you please stand up? And his entire team of officers. Sir, just as an analogy, after a flight takes off, the cabin in charge announces that the pilot has switched off the fastened seat belt light. Now you can sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the flight. On similar lines, it is now my duty to say, after successful takeoff of this conference, to all the guests, please sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the conference. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks to all of you for supporting this conference and making it a huge success. Thank you once again.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the inaugural ceremony of the International Dam Safety Conference 2018 is now over. Thank you very much for your presence. Please be seated till the dignitaries on the dais leave the hall for inaugurating the exhibition. The dignitaries will now proceed to the exhibition hall. The plenary session on sustainable dam safety initiatives will commence in this hall after 20 minutes. Delegates are requested to occupy their seats in advance so that the session can start without delay. The plenary session will commence after 20 minutes. The MBS choir is back to entertain you with all their brilliant songs. So please lend your ears. On behalf of the organizers, I invite all of you to join for
Indian languages written by noted poets like Iqbal, Tagore, Subramanya Bharati, Vallathol, P. Bhaskaran, Oymni Kurup, etc. and set them to tune. MBS Youth Choir and its present parent organization, Madras Youth Choir, uses the power of the human voices that blends in harmony with tabla and harmonium or keyboard to convey messages of national integration, secularism, democracy, human rights, justice, environmental protection, and communal harmony. We have created a secular space where men and women in Trivandrum from different walks of life are united by the power of choral music for the last 30 years. Today we present before you 2-3 songs, one in Hindi, the Hindi song written by Srimati Sahida Srinivasan, wife of Sri M.B. Srinivasan, and set to tune by Sri MBS, speaks about the need to sing the song of life and freedom. This song is conducted by Sri Gogul. Enjoy.
Zindagi nahi
Next song is an English one, We Shall Overcome. This famous song that has been sung in different languages since the turn of the century talks of a time when suffering and inequality will be overcome by the unity and togetherness of humankind. It's conducted by Sri Gogul. On behalf of MBS Youth Choir, once again I thank you, the organizers of Dam Safety Conference and Kerala State Electricity Board, Trivandrum. Thank you.